week offensively. A couple game-winning hits here. You've got 10 extra base hits in your last 14. What's working for you offensively?
Just stay consistent with your pump. Thank you.
Now Craig Stammen telling us before the game, basically Manny Machado needs to remember that he's Manny Machado.
And really a leader and a tone setter for that locker room. So any matchup can get him going is this one tonight.
It's the Dodgers and the Padres.
You know what? He's made an adjustment over his last 8 starts. He's really combining that 4-seam and that sinker and that cutter. He's going using all of baseball. It slows the hitter down. Elite ground ball rate. That's going to be key. The Dodgers
powered by Google Cloud for Buehler, and the Car Shield scouting report as well. In this 8 starts, he's given up 3 runs or fewer. He's allowed 2 runs or fewer in 7 of those. So Buehler is finding the Dodgers
team very well. They know him very well. Can he keep his motion in check and really go out there and execute and really find the seam?
Off 24 leadoff homers since 2024. By far and away leads the majors. Pages, Freeman offenses in baseball. The Padres, one of the least scoring offenses in baseball, though San Diego hoping their pitching staff can help. A beautiful Petco Park. On the first pitch, Walker Buehler misses it. Side of the corner, hits the corner. It's a perfect night if you'd expect anything else, as Ohtani rolls things off.
You know, earlier in the season he was spinning out. That's a ball that we roll the top spin to the first baseman, but he's just strong enough to be able to muscle it through the hole and really get the Dodger offense going.
Well, they don't need much help getting going. Team, as Andy Pages bounces on the short, Bogaerts gets it to second for the out there. Return throw is 2. Xander Bogaerts, the veteran shortstop, handling that. Tatis, Machado, and Ty France. Gold glove.
They're athletic. That's like the Dodgers. They can go get the baseball. Very important on the back end of the ball game. That's why they have one of the best.
114 career hits, has the most of any active player. And a good series 5 over the last few weeks. One ball, 1 strike on Freeman. Buehler at this point throwing a lot of cutters, 2-seamers, 4-seamers.
Having that sinker, the left-handed batter, the cutters are very important, especially trying to jam guys if he doesn't have that
strike. See, the last 8 starts for Buehler, things have been better. He's Sasaki of the Dodgers. A little squibber near the plate. It's a foul ball. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes on Freeman.
That velocity, different arm angles, and that seems to be the ball game. How efficient can these starters be? Can they keep the game intact?
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Freeman with Pages at first.
That's it.
Buehler trying to grab that inside corner.
Maybe 92, but so far a calm fury thus far from Walker.
3 balls. In one of the best pitchers in baseball. Back in that 2021 season, it looked like for sure Walker Buehler was, but John surgery knocked him around. 3-2, a swing and a miss, and a throw to second. It's a strike about 12-out double play. Freeman down on strikes. Rodolfo Duran quick out of the gate. A perfect. Padres in second. Then Merrill, Machado, Sheets. All guys that the Padres are hoping to get going this weekend.
5 ERA at home, 6.1 on the road. Has to be able to navigate this lineup the first time around and really get.
There's a 97.
But already 2-0 count. Tatis is going to try to
come lately. Craig Stammen saying that's not just home runs for Tatis. He's hitting behind runners on that given night. First-year manager, long-time big league reliever. As Tatis,
you're a complete player, defensively, offensively. Just go out there and try to help us win ball games.
Now that harder splitter, he's kind of gone away from the forkball, and that is nasty.
Got to check that baseball. Not supposed to starter. I love that he has the fastball, the split, the shorter slider that he can keep on the plate, so the hitters have to honor it. Company.
Car Shield scouting report for Sasaki, and you see there it's at what could have been. I think the Dodgers look at it. This young pitcher from Japan. No balls and 1 strike on Samad Taylor, and there was an underpolished or as experienced as the others, and that it would take some time to get him to that level. Glimpses lately at a couple of really good starts against the Angels. Had a 10 strikeout game, the first of his career in there as well. Sasaki, but signs of improvement and getting some swings and misses on that splitter early.
Especially with the velocity he has in the back pocket, and so you want to see him get ahead of hitters and be able to get to that secondary pitch. Like
Samad Taylor's had the best big league time of his career so far as a Padre, batting in leg. Swats one foul. Taylor, over the last 15 games, has hit
14 to 16 ball games since being called up, so he's definitely comfortable in that 2 spot to be able to show the ability to set the table.
Between Tatis and Taylor, more speed generally at the top of the order for the Padres. As Taylor is from Southern California, out of Corona High School. Originally drafted by Cleveland, so he's
99 in the kitchen. Taylor doing extra.
His major league debut had a walk-off hit in that first big league game for the Royals. It's a good way to start.
Starting to get dialed up with that velocity. He's seen 3 fastballs over the last 3 pitches. And
coming up, remember in Japan, Sasaki routinely hit 101 or 102 even on his fastball. On the first base runner for the Padres.
An 11 pitch at bat. You've already seen most of that arsenal. You see the fastball anywhere from that. Also the slider. It's a shorter slider. I like that pitch more than the sweeper.
Statcast power. Oh! Taylor, after a 10 pitch at bat, the longest of his career, draws a walk. And out. Ground ball right at Freeman. He throws.
And got gold sprinkled over there. Hit it to the wrong guy.
On up right to. And beautiful downtown San Diego. And the gas lamp. The Dodgers and the Padres open up the wall. And it's gone. Mookie Betts just hit his 300th home run the other day.
Starting to warm up, hitting 378 over his last 11 games. He's being confident. He's starting to backspin that ball with some.
And he hit it just over the wall and left. Out of the reach of Taylor.
And he beat him to the spot.
Home run in the last 12 games for Mookie Betts. Is it close to 400 in that time?
Great timing on the load. Behind the baseball, turn and burn. Had to take his eyes off it as that ball was fading away from him just to see when he had to time that jump.
If he, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Betts has gotten going lately. And the Dodgers acknowledge that Mookie more of a defensive feel that you need and time at that position and how much it eats away at what you can do on the Dyer at shortstop. That's maybe more valuable than him being an excellent offensive player in right field.
It's everything for the premier shortstops. Excellent fastball by Walker, getting Maximum to the chase, but getting away. And a glove turned over, so even if he got to that baseball, it was going to hit the back of the glove. And
Buehler has only allowed a couple of home runs now over his last 33 innings of work. As Kyle Tucker takes.
Get him going. You see glimpses of Kyle Tucker, not only defensively but offensively. Base hit here.
That his contract warrants, and maybe that's unfair to Kyle Tucker, but he signed it 4 years, $240 million.
And Queso, you know that flight.
That's Queso, and that's every meet. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tucker. Now Tucker down on
pitches. Go east and west and north and south, and you're seeing that cutting action. It's going to stay on the plate, and that's a tough pitch to keep fair for the left-handed batter.
2 outs and out. Tommy Edman, the best of the year so far, but Edman can certainly be a valuable player, flexible player. He can play all over the infield. Edman and Kike Hernandez and Miguel Rojas and anybody else who's filled that void over the last number of years.
And then to be able to give you glove caliber defense in the infield. I love what he does in the outfield, and so some
2 for a while in Dodger blue. Now Edman, the former Cardinal. As Edman shifts one toward right center, charging in is Merrill. He won't get there. That's a base hit for Tommy Edman. With
in the house already. People showed up early. Man, I thought I was going to be late to the booth, baby.
Well, you know, before his at bat. Although that might be from Dodger fans too. You don't know how things are going with Dalton watching. Merrill goes back and has just enough room before the warning track to haul it in. Dodgers take an early lead. Mookie Betts. Reed. Our Goodyear drone cam can't beat this place.
Beautiful, a beautiful
City Connect uniforms for Friday Night Baseball as Manny Machado leads off the bottom of the second. Trying to a little bit lately. Still, his 184 average is the lowest in Major League Baseball for qualified hitters.
90+ RBIs each of his last 5 seasons, so absolutely as well. And he's really the tone setter for this ball club.
He's still been driving in runs even with the low average. He's on pace for, and they just want Manny to be Manny. Craig Stammen said sometimes there's an explanation there for maybe you're doing too much or taking a step in the wrong direction. And in Manny's case, from the Padres' perspective,
but that's difficult, especially for the great players. They always want to continue to elevate their game year after year, but that you're having with Manny Machado. But for ultimately, if you're a Padre fan, he has to continue to try to trend up.
Who was a no doubt Hall of Famer and one of the greats of his era, and one of your best friends, Miguel Cabrera, was there
because he kept it simple. Hit the ball the other way, understanding counts, understanding situations. Just go out there and see the ball, hit the ball, and compete at the highest level. And so Miguel was elite at this, saying, "I'm better than you."
Where he is right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Piece of rushing behind home plate to stay for the Padres.
Oh. Right off the face, Max. Manny Machado seems to be synced up on that catcher mitt I had from playing against sports. And after I got one off the face, man, that was the last time I used my catcher mitt from playing against sports.
Trying to hold his swing there, and he did. Harder slide, almost got him.
Yeah, excellent job with that pitch tumbling right off that fastball.
3-2 now. Taylor in the first inning.
This is my house. I did not go.
Into the count on Machado. And he takes ball 4. So that's the second leadoff walk here in the second. Our Ricola weather report. Are you kidding?
Cloud and a half. That's about it.
There've only been 19 rainouts in the history of the Padres. 4. Gavin Sheets. Ball in the dirt, kicks away from rushing Machado. Quickly heads for second and makes it. 10-pitch walk, and now wild pitch puts Machado in scoring position.
Yeah, that was a tough block. It seemed like tries to smother it, and Manny Machado did a great job of just reading that kick and giving him a
2 balls, no strikes now on Sheets. This is a 10-pitch walk to Taylor and a 10-pitch walk to Machado. Double play helped him get out of the first. Now the count.
Now trying to be quicker to the plate. That's a situation where you elongate that even out of the stretch to make sure you're getting down.
That's a strike, and now 3 balls and a strike. Sasaki has 5 wild pitches this year. One of their dodgeball type pitches as Sasaki. 3 balls and 1 strike. The first 2 hitters in this inning.
Yeah, he seemed to have trouble getting ahead of hitters. It seems like every batter for the pot. Dangerous times you're going to pitch behind in the count.
That brings walks. Strike zone. Certainly jumped around him once since he walked 5 Rangers in his 3rd start of the year. He's walked 3 already tonight.
You also say, hey, what are we trying to do? What we feel confident in, and how can we get ahead and not let this inning get out of hand?
No real sign of Smith coming back soon, so rushing will get the bulk of the playing time behind the plate for the time being. From the Dodgers starter.
Sander hitting 186 in June with this.
Oh no!
Check swing that time. Bogart's went around. It's Sasaki ahead.
It's identical to the Manny check swing. We'll see from the sky view.
Ooh. That's inside.
Adrian Johnson.
Love it.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bogarts. Machado at second base, Sheets at first. They both walk. Kind of amazing how far down San Diego is offensively this year. Hitting just against starting pitchers. A .622 OPS is 49 points lower than the next lowest team. Now on Bogarts.
Well, that's why it's still so impressive that they're right there knocking on the playoff door, because about the National League, the Padres offensively have not synced up and played their best baseball yet.
Line to Bogarts. Have you ever seen Padres take a false step as soon as the ball is hit?
No, he is really over the lap, works on jumps, and now you feel he's one of the premier center fielders in all of baseball, not just the National League.
Don't forget he's leading the National League in RBIs as well. There's Ty France coming up empty on a first pitch. The Padres have had some of their players that they're relying on less step up. And as we've gotten in June, well, Tatis has been a little better. So is Merrill. So has Machado. But now France.
All cylinders. That is a formidable offense and well balanced with righties and lefties as well.
0-2 on the veteran France. Run smash from Ty France.
That pitch call and execution of that pitch. You got ahead and then you slowed him down after throwing the fastball.
Home run number 10 this year for Ty France.
Yeah, this is a slider that backed up. That's right in his nitro zone. But the pitch before, fastball upstairs, Fred.
France is now homered in back-to-back games. Went deep against the Braves on Wednesday week. Now an early lead on the Dodgers. Just one hit, but a profitable one after 2 walks. This is the catcher, Rodolfo Duran. But the Padres grab the lead. An answer for Mookie Betts' solo shot was a 3-run homer for Ty France. Can't you tell? As the sun starts to set. Beautiful night here at Petco Park. The Padres have a 3-1 lead now. Buehler, supported by Ty France's 3-run homer in the bottom of the second.
Ivan, the All-Star team in 2022, and so he's still a talented batter that you need in that bottom of that lineup.
Once Teoscar Hernandez is back playing every day in left field, you probably see more of Edman at second base. The trade deadline. As Freeland goes down on strikes, Walker Buehler is fan 4. It's starting to be that time of the year.
Looking at that nasty leg change, bobbing out of.
Reaction for Shohei as he bats with 1 away. Ball 1 from Walker Buehler.
So must-see TV at every stadium he goes to.
Well, he's the greatest baseball player doing what Shohei has done ever again.
No. To hit the point, it's Barry Bonds.
Found that last one off his.
Yeah, that's how I be looking when I stub my toe going to the bathroom. You got to be kidding me, man.
He's one of the top hitters. He's one of the top pitchers. Doing it simultaneously. 50 strikeouts as a pitcher. Well, he's done it 6 times. Nobody else in history has ever done it once in the same season. Did what Shohei has done simultaneously. Year in and now year out.
That deep breath, because you know if that cutter would have cut a little bit more over the heart of the plate. He has power to left center, but that was
counts for Buehler. I'm sure he's going to grab the 16 that he had back in 2019 when he was in his last start. And he's pretty close to that already today with 5 punch-outs in 2 2/3 innings.
Really laser focused right now.
Ball 2 strikes on Pages.
Be really mindful not only to have to cover that sinker and keep it fair, but the cutting action as well.
Walker Buehler was on the mound for the Dodgers in the 9th inning out of the bullpen to finish that. His first major league save came to close a World Series win for the Dodgers. Pages sends one out toward right center. It hangs for Tatis. Buehler's been strong so far in 3 innings. He has 5.
Competitive. To qualify for an ERA title, a pitcher needs 162 innings. Shohei would need 82 1/3 more and 6 1/3 in every start and not miss a start to get the innings for the ERA title, which is a factor in the Cy Young discussion.
Carroll's, if he's even closed that last month, they might even go into a 5-man rotation if Shohei says it.
Padres got to Sasaki in the second with a 3-run homer after back-to-back walks started the inning. Dodgers have been.
Excellent take.
Typically Sasaki's Starts to get rougher after that usually. 6.43 ERA.
Second time, it jumps up to 279, so he really got to focus and bear down and try a different sequence to get these Padre hitters out.
Too, as he bounces the splitter, struck out Fernando with that pitch in the first inning.
He only stops taking that slider, check swing on the breaking balls, and the split finger as well to fight back in the count.
It's the challenge. T strikes out for the second time.
Huge. Being able to be on time with that ABS and knowing the strike.
Pitchers seem to really have a good idea on the corners, especially. And Rushing knew right away on 3-2 to pop. And it didn't help him out as Suzuki was able to field that quickly, and Taylor was just trying to spin back to face.
Running in and really trying to take his fingers off that bat. You're taught to catch the ball, but
like that pitch.
I love it. I don't want that speedster to get going.
Fly toward the left field corner. This is deep. Edmund back near, sliced it too far, foul.
He's another one, especially from Merrill swing. This is a tailing fastball, and saw the athleticism defensively too, and it's like this is the way he knows he's good.
Well, the Padres gave him that long contract extension as a result of his 2024 in MVP voting that year. He had a real case to be the Rookie of the Year that season.
So you're a numbers guy. You're a smart individual. How do you get ahead of somebody?
Two balls and 2 strikes. Well, Rushing wants to challenge this one as well.
Yeah,
Dodgers challenge powered by T-Mobile. So Rushing won one and lost one. But the penalty.
Continue to stay poised, stay mentally in the game. I think that's important for Dalton.
Working with Rushing on that, especially after it didn't go so hot the other day with Shohei on the mound.
So you understand as a young player you want to be a presence, but there's a way to go about that. It's all a learning curve, and I think he understands that now.
Puts it away. 1-2-3 inning for Suzuki.
Goes under the radar, but what has he brought to this group?
Yeah, just a veteran player that goes about his business every day. One of the hardest workers.
ERA under 2 in June so far. What has been working for him lately?
Yeah, we're seeing it on display tonight. He's just making pitches. And
3 innings tonight, is allowed to run on 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, just 2 shy of his season high.
22 over his last 33 ball games with 17 extra base hits in that span.
In game 1 of the World Series. In 2024, that's when Walker Buehler. You think back to 2024 in that postseason. Game 3 of the National League Division Series, Dodgers up 6 runs. Skips one in there to Freeman, 3-2, and from that point the Padres are up 2-1. The Dodgers and against the Padres. Who knows what Dave Roberts' future looks like then? From that point forward, the Padres didn't score again. Start this back-to-back train. A chance at a 3-peat this year. It's a totally different world. If the instead he changed his fortune in that October, the entire Dodger franchise did, and the rest is now the history that we know.
He said 1,000% D-train. Those experiences and what changes from top to bottom. The manager that we believe in, and the rest is history.
That hits it hard, but right at the second baseman Wagner, who starts a 4th.
Ball was a scorching one hopper. He wants that to be in this play. Nice little scoop. One of my favorite guys to watch.
Will Wagner gets that done, but hangs up. Tatis pulls it down, and Buehler's through 4 against the Dodgers.
And the big hit, obviously. What are you seeing from him here?
I think right now it's a command of the split. Yeah, there was of the inning. You got count leverage on France, and then he hung a split after he threw 2 fastballs.
Mookie before the game. He said you had to talk with him about changing his mindset. How has that helped?
You know, there's talent there. There are struggles. There's successes. But at the end of the day, for Mookie Betts, I think the pitcher knows the name on the back of his jersey. So just trying to instill confidence and be the guy that he's supposed to be and impose his.
A rare misplay by Andy Pages out near the wall in right center field as Manny Machado doubles to start. I mean, you never see Pages go near a wall like that.
He got caught in between. He gave a nose going to hit off the wall. Just enough time and hesitation.
Now she not productive there with Machado at second, nobody out. Now you expect to pull the ball, pops one up to the third.
You see that angle, all of a sudden he's on the warning track and he understands he has to take another extra half step of the inning.
Almost always does, as Xander Bogaerts stands in and fouls one off. Pop-up, this one to the right side after the leadoff double. A couple of easy pop-ups, keeping Machado at second. Adobe standout score.
In the count, elongating that swing, and he's still strong enough to just barrel that baseball. Long check.
So now France stands in with 2 outs in Atlanta, reeling a bit ever since the injury to Ronald Acuna in San Francisco tonight. They've lost 10 of their 1 ball, no strikes on France. And count 1-1. A couple of firings in the league today, Nazi.
Yeah, both of those organizations. You look at what Carlos Mendoza has been through in the Mets glimpses, but all of a sudden they're losing of 6 of the last ball games, and they're just not looking like they're going to be able to make that turn and of going so far.
2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss by France on a slider, 2-2. Tease.
Yeah, that's slider. It's such an important pitch, but you have to be able to throw it to where it's
9. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See, now you have him sped up to honor that velocity. This is a good time to try, especially to the poolside power.
France to win. Tony Gwynn, who was the head coach there. It's scary for a hitter to get hit on the hand. The pitch came in hot, 99 over that hand and wrist, just the normal batting glove.
Yeah. Looking to see if France still has some grip strength.
Got him right on the wrist. It's not unusual for France early in his career to lead the American League. It's only the 3rd in Toronto.
It's very fast, especially if you're looking out over the plate. Your eyes are going to right center, and all of a sudden, tough to get out of some bruising at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
man, oh,
Lord.
So tie France. He's doing what he can to stay in this game. Nice hand from the Friar fans here, manning at second base. And Will Wagner due up. When you're hit as much as France's active leaders, well, you're used to the bruises and bumps that come along with it, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. The forearm, the wrist, the hand. You're going to feel that. Hopefully he's all right and he stays in the ballgame.
Really Starling. Contreras a lot surlier, though, when it happens to him. Here's Will Wagner taking ball 1. Those are Billy Wagner. Nice player for the Blue Jays this year. At a time where the Padres catching depth has been tested, Luis Campusano. 3 balls and no strikes. Sasaki falling behind here. He's already walked to Sasaki's 73 pitches, not yet out of the 4th. Game for Sasaki this year. Plus they hit batsmen in this inning as well. And now the bases are loaded for the number 9.
Now, if by don't rush, you still have this ball game in striking distance, but
they're hoping to see here. Duran has hit a few home runs this season. 16 at AAA El Paso last year. He's out with Sasaki, and the Dodger bullpen starting to stir a bit. Developed now in this game with 2 outs after Machado led off the inning with a double, and he stayed at second base for Sasaki. Here's Duran, the catcher, taking strike 1. reaction to his left to retire the side. Padres strand 3.
Close to catching that bad boy.
Samad Taylor adding a little analysis-sided reaction for Ty France' home run in the bottom half of that second. Kyle Tucker is leading off here near the line and makes the catch, caught up to it as Tucker flies out on the first pitch here in the 5th. Well,
Last season, Walker Buehler was trying to get to the bottom of chronic elbow pain after his 2 Tommy John surgeries. The last 2 years, his elbows hurt. Elbow pain. He had a bad root canal. He had that taken out. Said he woke up one day, the elbow pain was gone.
Connected to the what bone, whatever bone. Tooth is connected to the elbow. How's that possible?
On the field and really be impactful, and he still feels he has some good innings left, and so far so good as far as the mound presence. Well, find that dentist first of all.
2 balls and a strike on Tommy Edman.
Get it up to 89. It might hurt a little bit.
Well, don't tell Elatratch or any of those guys that just a trip to the dentist can cure some of these. Edman had a base hit in the 2nd. It was the last Dodger hit. Came with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. It's hooking foul.
Into that cutter, and Edman spun on it. The cutter. A little bit of depth change down. Edman doing an excellent job.
As he draws a 1-out walk, Dodgers will bring the tie run to the plate. Dalton rushing.
Yeah, Wayne, let's go ahead and get you out to Milwaukee. Cubs, Brew Crew, our other game here on Apple TV tonight. Jacob Mizorowski on the bump, gets Ian Happ swinging, and guess what velocity he hit tonight? 105.6.
That's the record, though, or maybe just a little under for a starting pitcher. That was 103. That pitch he struck out Ian Happ on. Mizorowski right now but there's 2 caveats there. One, it's in Philadelphia. So Christopher Sanchez has to be considered as well. So what do you do if you're Dave Roberts as rushing pops out? We asked him earlier, and he was not blinking. And Mizorowski, although Shohei can just start as a DH as well, he's already pegged that way.
Well, first of all, I'm sure everybody is having, but you look at that roster right now, it is some serious talent, and the National League has a lot of firepower, but because Bears oh my, and so that's going to be a tough.
Yeah, good luck to Dave Roberts.
Yes.
That's not an easy decision at all. And there's a lot of no balls and a strike on Freeland. And a pitch that gets away will move Edman to second base. A wild pitch.
For game situation or in his locker room, he will go up man to man and look people in the eye and tell him his reasonings for that. But
they don't really count anymore. The second phase of voting will begin on Monday. Will Smith will all have a chance to join Shohei in the National League starting lineup. As Buehler continues to impress against his former team. 5 innings of 1 run. Manny Machado, 1 time. Roberts was a Padre outfielder at one point. Here's Tatis, slamming one toward the gap in left center. High, too late, a double for Fernando Tatis Jr.
See what I mean about backspinning the baseball? And if you miss there, there's going to be loud noises. Ball back. He's going to be able to elevate that baseball. Hit it to the cheaper seats.
Craig Stammen, we've already seen Taylor bunt one back to Suzuki as last time. Craig Stammen said Taylor probably a couple of times tonight.
Making the defense think.
Dramatically and steadily over the last decade. I actually asked Craig Stammen about it. He said, well, every game. Like you were in the old National League style. For a second, as Tatis died in the back, I actually thought it was defenders less able to field these bunts because they don't have to do it as much.
1,000%. It's almost like they're throwing strikes and losing Taylor. This game is starting to speed up, and that might be it for Roki.
A second fairly short night for Suzuki. Only gets 12 outs, though it's still a winnable game for the Dodgers.
Struggles at the plate were well documented. The Padres hitting coaches, so he went back to the open stance and everything clicked. The work he had done to keep from flying open with his hips and his chest. Guys.
And flowed there, 111 off the bat of Tatis for the double to start this inning. Now Jackson Merrill is
Dr. Ira being able to throw the fastball anywhere from 94 to 96 miles an hour. You already saw that breaking ball situation where the game once again can be broken on one base hit.
Bets for 1. That's all the Dodgers try to get, with Taylor forced out at second base. Tatis goes to third. Brings up Machado with runners on the corners. Knocking one off the wall in right center field last inning. Play ball though. He's heading to 6th this year. As Dreyer tries to get the Dodgers out of this inning unscathed. Machado has picked it up as far as driving and runs lately. Runner going to second base, and no throw from Rushing as Merrill swipes second.
Attention because Merrill was taking off on the first move.
Stolen base number 16 for Merrill. Intentionally walk him to load the bases for Gavin Sheets. That's their 83rd stolen base as a team this year.
73 of his 77 home runs for Sheets have come off right-handed batters. Big spot for him.
But at home plate, 1 ball, no strikes.
Trying to get ahead with Sheets ahead. 1-0.
Padres trying to extend their lead up 3-1 here in the 5th inning. Middle, Betts has that, goes to second, 1 over to first, 2, a double play. The Dodgers. First of 7 times these two teams will meet in the next 10 days. Through next weekend, they'll have a 4 and gotten into the 6th inning this year. He's only completed 6 innings in a start 3 times. As he falls the ERA that Buehler has in the 6th inning this year. Padres bullpen is already up 95. It all turns into a wreck for Buehler once he gets to this point in the game. And there's Yuki Matsui. So struck out.
Being able to navigate the lineup the 2nd and 3rd time, understanding what works for you also. So even if he falls behind in counts, he knows he can rely on that pitch. A lot of left-handed batters give up on that pitch.
Full count. Buehler's been in tonight. And Shohei, it's a bouncing ball. France reaches it with the backhand.
Out against Shohei. Being able to have the ability to fight back in the count and get him to hit the ball on the ground. Not only has to find where the bag is, but catch the baseball at the same time. Huge first out for Walker.
It's because he started making that play at first base, backhanding the ball more. It was a tip from Carlos Correa. France ended up winning the Gold Glove because of plays just like that last season. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Andy Pages, 2 ball career last year. Last time Buehler was the team that he finished last season with, the Phillies.
Well, now you're not seeing the sharpness with 2-3 ball counts.
3-0 on Pages. And Buehler on a bullpen. I wonder if the Padres might make the change now, knowing that Buehler turns into a pumpkin pretty quickly.
Better to go up against Freddie Freeman, or am I going to go get him in this situation?
Join him on the infield. That looks like the end of the night for Walker Buehler. Just a run on 3 hits so far in 5 1/3 innings, in line to win it. If the Padre bullpen can hold those cutters on the edges for the strikeouts too. Statcast powered by Google Cloud for Buehler tonight. Former Doc shutting down his former team tonight. Yuki Matsui. The Padres with chances in the 4th and the 5th to bust it open a bit, were unable to. So that puts.
But the Padre bullpen, that's a huge strength for them. One of the best in all of baseball. Only 11 blown lead losses.
As this one off, it's 2-1.
They get into the 9th.
Last month when these two teams played, and not many teams have gotten to Miller, especially this year. And now it's 3-1. Player that's active in the major leagues that has been to 10 or more All-Star games. Freeman can join. Check swing foul, but it's just another emphasis.
Best about the ball skills of the generation, and an elite defender as well, a leader in multiple.
On Freeman. Serves this one toward the left field corner, hit pretty well. Taylor, he advances to 3rd base. Freeman has a double off the wall and left to the Dodgers. Runners on second and
lefty, like he's been doing his whole career. He has power to left field. A cut that has a slight slicing action, and Taylor again. Baseball is going to be down, and now the Dodgers have something cooking.
It's the 20th double, and that will load the bases, giving Matsui another lefty opportunity. Pitching coach for the Padres, as he has been for quite a while. See Taylor on this
ball, this with the slicing action, and he's like, that's a tough one, especially when it's tailing away from me.
There should be an effect here. Machado let it drop. I tell you what, that ball could have rolled foul untouched, and then the out would have been negated. Machado was lucky to grab that before it did roll foul. Going to cause some chaos on the bases. As Tucker swings and misses, and it's over. Muncy. Now Tucker is behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Both those breaking balls.
It's the rolling foul.
Wow.
I'm surprised the Dodgers didn't ask to even look at that. I guess on a ball in the infield you can. 2 strikes on Kyle Tucker with the bases loaded. And it's ball 1. Imagine if that ball.
Oh my goodness.
Machado just barely saved it. It was almost all strikes on Tucker. Bases still loaded with 2 outs. Tatis and Merrill are there. It's Merrill who makes the catch. And Yuki Matsui stays 3-1. And then Manny Machado let the ball drop, except it almost rolled foul. This angle especially, you can tell how close it was to rolling all the way foul. Oh. Doom. Brian, have you seen an instance where an infield fly roll is negated because the ball ends up rolling foul untouched?
Infield fly is that it's just an infield fly has to be handled with ordinary effort. Now, when Manny got underneath it and waves everybody off territory, but he grabbed it right on the line, so he saved it. But smart play, because sometimes the runners don't realize.
Umpires to talk about whether it was kept in play by Machado at all. It looked like it almost did roll all the way foul.
Yeah, between has a view of it would be the third base umpire. But I think he had a pretty good view that the ball did roll into foul territory.
And powered by Zoom, sounding very crisp this week as Manny Machado almost backfired, but it is just,
you know what I mean, that was a little close to the line, especially lefty on lefty, and that's why he gave a little smile to his infielders.
Literally of the chalk line. Ty France, who was hit by it, has a 3-run homer, which is the only offense San Diego has needed so far tonight. Inside Ansu provided the 1 punch from the Padres so far in this one.
Yeah, he was behind in the count, just swung through you saw the exit velo, the distance, and we need to do a little Statcast on the backflip. Everybody know this is my hood.
2 outs. Oh, well, Ty France's avatar ruling the digitals.
No.
2 out, nobody on as Will Wagner bats. Wagner walked his last time. Pitcher of this game. Good job by Dreyer last inning to help the Dodgers get out of some trouble. I thought we were going to have a chance for a double Don Orsillo when Sheets was up. Had a holy Sheets and a slam.
To me, it's like scooting that up, just get that call going, and you saw that flight to right.
And a strike on Wagner. Pass issued by a Dodger pitcher tonight. Sasaki walked 5.
Yeah, that's really uncharacteristic. Pitcher to really be consistent within that strike zone and send a message to the other side that you're going to compete in that strike zone.
Gone on. He would turn the lineup over with the number 9 batter usually being the pitcher. It's not quite that way now. But he smacks this one toward the right field line. It's slicing. Fouls, turning the lineup over. That was a nice catch by a fan in a Manny Machado jersey.
Very cool.
Sung Moon Song is the 2-out walk to the 8th batter. Spence makes the catch and allows Tatis to lead off the next time. The Padres in the hat here at Petco Park. Turnout relievers who've been extremely effective this year. Here's another, Jason Adam on the mound in the 7th.
Boy, his plus guys down the stretch.
Perfect formula for Craig Stammen tonight, right? 16 outs from the starter. He'll take some trouble, but worked out of it in the 6th inning. A couple of pop-ups after the bases were loaded. So Matsui able in 9th, starting with Adam here in the 7th. Strike to Edman, the San Diego.
Lefties hitting just 161 against him. Right-handed. 085.
Lefties or righties. Adam is the true definition of a late inning reliever. He has balls and 2 strikes on Tommy Edman, the San Diego native. Chops one foul.
Very deceptive. Being able to command the fastball and that with that sinking action.
Line in 2024. Games were off yesterday. Miller has gotten a lot of work this week. Adam trying to hold it, strikes out Edman. 1 out and 7. Dalton Rushing will bat as we check
today's game. Shohei clearly getting frustrated with Rushing not challenging a couple of calls and the two getting crossed up. Dave Robert Brent, who is the pitcher, it's his game. You have to put your ego aside and serve him, Wayne.
A lot of conversations show his emotion on the baseball field. Dave Roberts had a conversation. Freddie Freeman did. 2 cents in on Rushing.
Nah, that's the bottom of the barrel once you call D-Train. But, you know, it's a young man to him in that situation. And he knows he has an opportunity, especially with Will Smith. He's been struggling offensively. You know, you need to fall flat on your face, whether it be, you know, by play or certain situations like that. Now, listen, you be one of those leaders down the line in the locker room in his career.
Rushing taps one foul.
Got McKeon the ball in the postseason. He walked over and, man, you want to talk about grown old man strength. He grabbed my arm and told me, don't you more focus on the outcome.
Rushing's outcome here is a short fly ball to center. This was part of the deal Wednesday. A ball off the mid of Rushing.
You see the frustration from one of your leaders and one of your captains in the games left players, and so knowing what he's gunning for, knowing that he's able to get out of an inning and you give up a run just by a misplay.
Say no, don't challenge, and Shohei ended up being right. Another one Shohei wanted challenged by Rushing that wasn't. His temper checked, whether it's been against other teams or against his own team.
Being young and being young in the big leagues, I don't think we appreciate that. You know, you don't have those type of conversations, and so they know he's going to be an impactful player. They see the tools. They like the fire.
And Alex Freeland, who it's a grounder to France. Another backhanded play. And Jason Adam, a 1-2-3, top of the 7th. As well here on Friday Night Baseball. Of the summer here at Petco Park in downtown San Diego, with the Dodgers and Padres open it during the regular season for these two rivals. Their next 2 series will both be at Dodger Stadium.
You're going to see some serious firepower come out of both bullpens, and Enriquez is one of them. That's fast, but really work on his mechanics. See him be impactful in the big leagues is truly cool.
Well, I don't think we need to wait for the attendance to find out that this is the 33rd sellout at Petco Park already. 2 balls and a strike. There's a drive to center field, way back as Paez goes to the track end of Tatis. He's just not getting it over the wall.
But the pitch selection is getting better than that. But to me, where we saw him in the beginning of the season, not hitting the ball in the air on a line.
He's the one earlier even harder, 111 miles an hour. But you're used to seeing those swings from him. That one ended up in the glove of Paez. So 1 out in the inning as Samad Taylor.
It's a tough cover. That is tough.
Yeah, they might want to sit out this guy as far as the bunting goes. And we'll see. Long way in. Makes the running catch. And in LA, it's a 4-game series after the Padres go to Wrigley in the upcoming week before that. So they only played the Dodgers.
But they got your beloved Cubbies. Braves again at the end of the month. This is a tough slip.
Padres are stepping up as their schedule gets harder. Win tonight and they'd be catch the Dodgers, though, who enter tonight 23 games above 500, 52-29.
Dodger faithful are saying that's business. That's light. That's light for us.
But the Padres knocked them out of the playoffs that year.
Yeah, well, you know, in LA, it's championship or bust at the division to helm.
Arizona trying to hang around in the wild card picture. They lost against the Royals tonight.
Yeah. We might have to go to the south side, Weezy. It's been a while.
Oh, no.
Cubs lost tonight to Mizorowski and the Brewers 6-2. Mizorowski struck out.
A little winning streak. It's been felt like 2 years ago since then.
Well, they'll come back for you if it gets hot. Get the out on Merrill. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Terry Manassian let go as Angels general manager today. John Mozeliak comes back to baseball after Shohei makes it out against Adrian Morejon on the first pitch here in the 8th inning.
Morejon is a bigger incision. Named his first All-Star team last year.
Morejon, another. Padres play a lot of close games. And this is kind of their time to shine from the 8th inning on. They have the big. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. These teams have had some chances to score more than they have in our play of the game, brought to you by PNC Bank. Yuki Matsui, and I mean just barely keeping that ball fair. And then Kyle Tucker flying out to right center.
And need those guys to be able to step up and neutralize the Dodger lefties if they want to be successful.
Strike to Freeman, who's the great Freddie Freeman. Freeman actually has a chance before he's said and done to make it to both 6. Be a very exclusive club if Freeman does get there, which he's on track to do. 1 and 2, the very short list, as is the list of most extra base hits ever by a first baseman. And Freeman, the ball, base hit, past Machado. Here come the Dodgers in the 8th. It's back-to-back hit.
You know the one thing I love about Freddie Freeman, he never seems like he's sped up. Stands once again lefty on lefty. I can hit the ball to the left side. Keep the line moving.
Excellent. With 7 pitches. There's been a lot of action. Ohtani bounced out on the first pitch of the inning. Pages, and right now, there's the big man. Mason Miller is getting up already. In case this 8th inning gets done. To play our great game, to learn more, including how to find a league near you, scan the QR code or go to playball.org and follow at Play Kurt Buehler, the former Dodger, who is in line for the win, but still a handful of outs left for this Padre in the 8th. Here's Betts.
Morejon turns his back too, very deceptive, and so that first
Steps on second, throws to first. It's a double play, and the Padres skirt out of trouble again. A 4-3 inning-ending double play. And the Padres maintain the lead. Ball game here at Petco Park tonight. Padres lead the Dodgers 3-1. As Jonathan Hernandez takes over on the mound for LA here in the bottom of the 8th. Scoring position. They've hit into 2 double plays tonight, including Gavin Sheets with the bases loaded in the 5th. So both teams now with 1 challenge left. The Dodgers have also hit into 2 double plays. Machado, it's a fly ball to right center. This is Tucker for out number 1.
How talented both sides are. They're not giving away outs in key situations. To me, they're key scoring situations.
The Dodgers are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring in the last series against the Padres. So over the last 4 games now, Padre opponents just 3 for 30. All the runs in this game came on 2 swings in the 2nd inning. Mookie Betts a solo home run in the top half.
Feel this crowd momentum
this point, all they want to do is root for Mason Miller to get the last 3 out. The team with the lead here, a 1-out single.
Excellent job by Chiefs shorting the fastball. This ball is tailing down, and he just cut down his swing and just tried to barrel it.
Here's Bogarts, 0 for 3, lined out to second his last time. As he takes ball 1. And Randy Vasquez for the Padres. Sunday, Michael King for San Diego. Emmett Sheehan for LA. And deadly earthquakes in Venezuela. So Hernandez falls off the mound here. 3 balls and no strikes. Major league players that represent the country of Venezuela. It's on the minds of many. 900 in those earthquakes in Venezuela. 3 ball. It's another walk, the 8th in this game from the dog. Game was also started by Roki Sasaki. As tonight's was, he walked 5 in that one and this one.
3 passes, because now it allows the offense of the opposing team, anybody up and down the lineup can break the game open.
After the Padres fell behind 1-0 when Mookie Betts went deep. Game to run for Sheets at second base. Craig Stammen playing for the opportunity to get that Miller ready to go.
Seeming to lose command of that sinking action fastball, that velocity. He's putting himself in hitter-friendly counts.
Inside corner. France was traded from Minnesota to Toronto last trade deadline, along with Louis Varland. This season, he's taken over the closer's role there behind Jeff Hoffman. 2 balls and a strike.
Down below the strike zone.
Hernandez suddenly losing aim here. Hit by Sheets, he walked Bogarts and is behind France 3-1.
Even though there's a high velocity movement, he's going to try to zone in middle to middle in.
It's 3-2.
Got some fans behind him.
So Hernandez with back-to-back walks. That's 9 walks issued by Dodger pitching. That's against only loaded again. It's the 3rd time San Diego's loaded the bases in this game. They didn't score either of the first 2. Sounds like they want to beat LA.
You think?
Did though.
Years of experience, especially down here in this type of environment.
Is the pressure and how some other teams aren't able to handle it. Strike to Song, and he believed in Game 7 of last year's World Series in Toronto. Rojas went up against the wall what he did last year. Scores. Bogart scores. Song sings for the Padres. It's 5-1 as France.
But the walks caused Dave Roberts to have to force the infield in. The play had to be at this game open late.
Getting France at third base. The damage done on a little dribbler through the infield by.
But being able to throw strike time and time again, not only the third base, but home plate as well.
He threw that to Muncy.
Developing one of the best weapons in all of baseball. Should have been an all-star last year. He'll definitely be one this year.
Diego with a couple of bases loaded, chances squandered earlier. Good drunk from Edman, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Song comes around and scores. Duran into second.
The walks always come.
Not sure you'll even see Miller now that it's a 5-run lead. 8 and 9 spots. Getting the big knocks, and now Tatis delivers. Laurent.
Continue to turn the lineup over. Now they got this home crowd on their feet.
Is loaded. Song had the base hit through the drawn-in infield. Duran with a double to knock in Song. Talks about the next one.
Not your fight today, big dog.
Bridge to Miller between Matsui, Adam, and Morejon. They gave the Padres everything they need. They'll get ready for the 9th inning. That ends the 8th, but a flurry from the Padres. 4 runs on 3 straight in the rally to make it 7-1 San Diego at Petco Park.
Beautiful. Can't ask for a better.
Want to see the final 3 outs here. Wandy Peralta trying to get them as Alex Call and Duhar has gone into the game to play first base for the Padres. As Peralta looks to put the finishing touches here on this 7-1 Padre lead. One in here late.
Well, you knew that, especially the way the Dodgers were giving out free passes. It seems like all day long. Eventually, that was going to.
Had a pinch hit single for the backup outfielder Alex Call, and now Miguel Rojas. Dodgers 1-2 out of 3 here in San Diego. It would be their 4th straight win against a first-place team after sweeping the Braves earlier this week. Onto the mound to talk to Peralta. As Rojas settles in for the at-bat.
Always ready to play no matter what the situation is. The scout report is whatever you throw, whether it's a fastball or slide.
Peralta largely is better against right. Peralta with that good changeup. So from the Dodgers perspective, just to get Miller hot again and get him back into the game would be a win, but beats that.
At this point, especially when the score is, that's all you're trying to do. There's only so many throws.
Strike one. Think about this Dodger lineup. It could get hot quickly because you have Shohei and Paez and Freeman. The Dodgers are hoping for in this inning. Peralta, though, just trying to slam the door. And talked about it before. From the 8th inning on, the Padres have the highest and a big part of that.
Well, they know they're going to be able to have the ability to match up lefty or righty. It doesn't matter where that opposing team. Once guys really get going, you know you have plus guys to take pressure off that offense and continue to line.
The San Diego Padres beat LA. They take game 1 of this 3-game weekend series against.
Won the matchup against the Dodger offense, and that's something I was looking at today. They were able to get ground balls, but a lot of great defense behind, especially in that infield, and that's why they're winners today.
Dodgers had 4 double 4th inning, double play in the 8th that ended the inning, and now the final double play that ends the ball game. As the Padres wild card spot, still a lot to be sorted out in the National League as far as that goes. Well, 1 game closer to the Dodgers. Dodgers 52-30. Padres the only team